Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. With me is a true freak, Ben.
Oh, yeah, you know me. You know me. I would like to be going by my new name though. You can call me Benley from now on.
Benley doesn't. This doesn't sound very intimidating. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, Benley.
Broccoli.
Fucking broccoli, man. As soon as fucking God, broccoli was pretty good. Why the hell would Master Roshi was just like
he was extremely drunk.
Yeah, he was fucking. He was there. He was ready
He was drunk. He was hungover, and then he was still completely out of his mind.
Yeah, that was a. He was in
they
rare
were at a party,
form.
dude. He was getting toasted.
Yeah. Krillin was. I mean, singing seems like the wrong word.
We gotta get back to Earth. I gotta finish my karaoke song.
He was crushing it, man. There was like so many bits. We got like I got Piccolo baited. Turns out it was just Krillin in the costume.
Oh
like,
my god, that was ridiculous.
I can't. I was like, and he's like, I've always wanted to do this. I'm like, this is unreal. This is fucking unreal.
It's like we wanted to do the Piccolo shows up to save Gohan moment, but also we wanted to shit on Krillin because that's what we do in these movies. So two for one, baby.
Dude, I don't let anyone tell you that that Krillin is pure human. That dude has a tiny fraction of Saiyan blood.
No.
I was looking at the
human. He's like a cartoon character in a world of anime.
No. I was
He's
watching,
like a Looney Tune.
I was watching how his I was watching how he interacted with Android 18. That dude's definitely a Saiyan. AKA he's a sub. She was just like ordering him. He's just like, yes. Okay, yes. Like,
yeah,
it was
man.
just too good. It's been a hot minute since we've seen that shit. And she was like so direct about it. I was like, God damn. Krillin's living that life.
Yeah, man.
Fucking okay, so I guess it took me a hot minute to figure out. I mean, not that long. I'm not quite that dense. Like, I guess they were using Hercule as Satan's Hercule,
Mr.
right,
Satan
as his first name. Is that like a thing that's happened before and I just forgot about
Satan.
it? Have I forgotten about that? Or is it?
I think he's Mark Hercule Satan. Even is his full name?
Okay,
I don't remember
because at first they just called him Hercule, and I was like, oh, is this one of those dubs? And then they called him Mr. Satan. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on anymore. And then after a while, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
like
Hercule Satan.
Interesting.
I do think Mark. I don't know where the Mark thing comes from. It might be just like in a FAQ guide thing. I don't know that they were actually calling it on the show.
It's pretty
But
good.
he's like Satan-san in the Japanese. I think usually, or whatever. Mr. Satan. But yeah, they called him Hercule in the original dub, and then they started calling him Mr. Satan more in later dubs because it's so much a better name.
Because it's so much, dude. It's so much better. Like it's
importantly, it's for people cheering Mr. Satan, cheering for fucking cheering for Satan. It's so good.
Yeah, that's the moment. No, I mean, so these films were fun, but like, I think I've mentioned before a little bit. Like, one of the things I had seen of Dragon Ball, like before starting this whole adventure, was like just the clip of fucking Broly powering up, which I guess is from the first film. I was like, man, that shit is cool. Like, this is like what I've heard about Dragon Ball, and it's literally just a dude screaming as he powers up, and everyone's like, he's gonna destroy the planet. I'm like, this is fucking Dragon Ball. This is what people are talking about.
And it's like his skin flies off. He like explodes when he transforms because he's getting so much bigger.
Dude is fucking big. Yeah, he gets fucking huge, and I was like, I'm ready for this. And then like everything else is kind of just like Broly is kind of lame. Like,
Broly sucks.
He's just nothing. Look, and I was like, that's so disappointing.
Broly, that's the thing. In these original 3 movies, Broly sucks, and these movies aren't very good.
Yeah, like I was just like, I like all the other stuff that's happening, like the shit with Videl and the kids. That was fun. That was like, that was a fun time.
Vidal's dress. It's great.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Floofy?
That was pretty. Yeah,
get to see it animated. She dodges that one punch.
Yeah, like seeing her do shit is pretty good. Her fucking falling for Goten's tears. He's just crying so hard. And then Trunks is like, you idiot. You fell for it. After he's crying for like 3 minutes straight.
Hell yeah. Get owned.
Trunks fucking pissed on Broly.
How dare you have empathy for children?
Only idiots. Only idiots. I mean, let's be real. Are you really going to have empathy for Saiyan children? That seems like a mistake.
True.
I apologize if people can. As soon as we started this recording, people.
I have sympathy for Gohan as a child.
Well, yeah, when your dad's forcing you to fight, like.
No, when Chi-Chi's forcing you to study.
Oh.
Yeah, when Chi-Chi hires a tutor for you that whips you.
I mean,
I don't think that was in Kai.
Study harder.
Cut that out of Kai.
Study harder. I was saying though,
literally a thing that happens in Z is him studying while his tutor physically is whipping him.
I think there was there a bit of that? I feel like that was right. Maybe you just showed me like
maybe I know I mentioned it.
Yeah,
but I don't remember how much of that is in Kai.
Yeah. Also, I was saying I apologize possibly. Like as soon as we started that, we hit record, and then I could hear people like yelling in the other room. So,
sure.
I don't think it showed up that much because we're talking, but just in case,
whatever. We'll deal with
Yeah.
it.
No, like the Bio Broly, I was pleasantly surprised by.
Bio Broly has the advantage of having Mr. Satan and Android 18 in it.
Yes,
for sure.
That, but also
I
didn't think it was like because they just have like a Swamp Thing Broly, and that was pretty good. Mostly because I was expecting it to just be Broly, but like, ooh, this is a clone Broly. And I was like, okay, that's fucking lame. Like I don't like that. And then he turned into like the Swamp Thing, and I'm like, I'm immediately reinvested into this. Like this is great.
Yeah, Broly's just bad. Oh no, Goku cried when I was a baby.
Yeah, some fucking, like
now I'm evil for some reason.
Well, no, it's because he was so powerful.
Like he's not even like a rage monster in this. He's like he just turns like super evil.
Yeah, and like specifically,
like if he were just the Hulk, that would be good.
Yeah,
it'd be great. Spoilers for Super Broly.
Dude, that's I even saw because like I thought I was going to the movie, but I guess I managed to find my way to. Oh no, this is the film. Oh, okay, I see. On the original film Wikipedia page, it says, in 2018, a reboot film titled Dragon Ball Super Broly was released and served as a retelling of Broly's origins and character arc. I'm like, he has a character arc in that film? That sounds cool.
He does. It's true.
That sounds fucking incredible.
They gave him a character. It's amazing.
Dude, he was less than a fucking character. Like,
no,
I wanted him to just fucking kill... What's his dad's name? Pargas? Paragus, close enough. I just wanted to get fucking wrecked.
Like the whole story is about Paragus being fucking mad at Vegeta's dad, but then Broly is just mad about Goku because he fucking cried as a baby next to him.
Yeah, Yeah, it's just fucking weird.
Look, it does have a great shot of a shadow of a baby being stabbed with a dagger, basically the size of that baby.
Yeah. No, they fucking killed that kid.
But no, Broly is like definition of Gary Stu. Like, here's the other Super Saiyan who's got the most power. He's powerful as a baby.
He's the legendary Super Saiyan. Dude, Vegeta being a little baby.
Oh my god, Vegeta's such a
annoying.
Bitch in this movie.
Like,
so whiny. He looks like just like, oh, I can't believe he's the legendary Super Saiyan.
Like,
and then he goes right into whining. He was like, why would I give my power to Goku? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, man.
Just whining the whole second half of the movie.
I get what they were doing, right? Like,
the first part of it is of him just being stun locked, like to the point of Piccolo like grabbing him by the head and just like carrying him until dropping him eventually because he's so pathetic. That's so out of character for Vegeta.
Yeah. Like the fact that he wasn't like it doesn't even make it feel serious, you know? Like, ooh, this character who's always arrogant and knows he's the best is like scared of this other character. That's, oh my god, that's so crazy. But like after watching fucking a trillion episodes of Vegeta being like, Kakarot's better than me, ugh, and then he's like,
Vegeta's whole thing is getting too arrogant and getting his ass kicked. He's not a stranger to getting his ass kicked.
Fucking turns out that's all it took this entire time. This entire fucking time, Goku could have just pointed at a kid and been like, that's a legendary Super Saiyan. And Vegeta would have just been like, and just fucking...
I mean, it is true that there is a part of Z that Vegeta cannot fucking shut up about the legendary Super Saiyan, you know, before it has actually happened.
Yeah, but like, I
think
he
dies.
I think the in-character thing is for him to meet the legendary Super Saiyan and then be like, you bitch, and then just fight. Because he's better than the legendary Super Saiyan.
When he gets revived on Namek and he sees Super Saiyan Goku fighting Frieza, he like flies over there to try and fight them, just join in the battle. And then he's just teleported away because everybody's teleported off Namek. He's just ready to go.
Yeah, dude. And here he's like, it's just not it. It's not good. It's not even him.
That shot of like Piccolo like just grabbing his head back and then fucking carrying him and dropping him, and he's just like, "Why are they fighting though? Because this is Dragon Ball. What are you talking about?"
See, and the funny thing is, obviously these are from two of them are from '94, right? The first one's from '93, right? So like obviously we haven't. Within the timeline of like the film's releases and the show releasing, like we haven't seen this, but I've already seen Vegeta being scared of fucking Beerus, and that's incredible. That's scared Vegeta done perfect, and here like
correct,
he's just whining.
Yeah, whining like taking no action, Vegeta.
Yeah. And at first I was actually kind of on board, not with him whining, but like, because it kind of starts out with his shit, right? When Paragus shows up and he's like, "Oh, we want you to be the king of the new planet." Vegeta is like uninterested, like he doesn't give a shit. I was like, I'm kind of here for it. Like, yeah, we want you to be our king. Yeah, and meh. Like that shit was good, and then meh.
And when Perius starts talking about, like, and then I'm going to take over Earth, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's the most fanficky bullshit I've ever heard. Why would he care about Earth?
Yeah, man. Dude, it's fucking weird. The little aliens. What the hell were they? The shampoo? Shampon? The shaman?
They're from Shamo.
Shamo, sure, the Shamo people. They're
I want to say Shamotion, but that might be from Dragon Ball Z Abridged only. I don't remember.
I
That
did
might
like
be what they're called though.
the fact that they had perpetual pog faces was pretty good. Like every time they had a look of surprise, all I could fucking think was like, "Whoa, that's poggers." Just,
The Dragon Ball Z abridged version of this movie had a lot of fun making them masochists who are extremely horny for getting enslaved. It's a good bit.
hell yeah, dude.
And getting whipped.
Oh my god, yeah, I could see it.
Make use of those faces.
Also, just it was the first one was just wild because Future Trunks was there, and I'm like, I remember asking you, I'm like, where the hell does this fall in the timeline? And you're like, it doesn't.
No,
put it wherever.
None of the movies make any sense.
Yeah.
Like even the ones we've watched, like fucking World's Strongest and Tree of Might, also don't make any fucking sense. There's no time when that could have happened.
I guess, but
but those are like, it's because like, you know, people are around and Goku knows the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb.
Yeah.
And everybody's dead on Earth once he knows those.
Seeing Gohan in like fighting form also pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just, it's been a minute. I'm like, man.
Yeah, because he doesn't, when he's at like this stage, like pre-training with Goku in the hyperbolic time chamber, he doesn't ever do anything.
Yeah.
In the Android saga, like he doesn't have any fights.
Yeah.
At this stage.
So this is his.
So it's only really in the movies, like the one before this too.
Have we seen? I assume I haven't seen the one before this.
Or the few before this, yeah. The ones we skipped that we'll get back to later.
Yeah, we haven't skipped forever. Just got to circle back.
No. We need to watch these because we're gonna get fucking a Broly variation in the next batch of Super. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But
kind
like
of,
at some
the
point.
plan of doing these movies all as commentaries fell by the wayside because recording time became more precious than prep time anyway.
Yeah.
Like the circumstances changed.
I mean, it's it's like trickle down bullshit. Fucking one asshole starts a war, and now my podcast is fucked up.
Yeah. Plans had to change.
Yeah. Let's see. There was what the hell is I had the subtitles on, which were like for the Japanese, but not the dubs.
Yeah.
I forget
Those are pretty accurate.
Yeah, for the most part. But I forget which term they use for like the shaman dude, because they use like conjurer and shaman and like, is it like prayer giver in the subs or something? I don't know. That dude though, asshole.
Yeah.
He started when he's doing his fucking spells when we meet him, and it's literally him just going like Balinki, Chabalapa, Ubalinki.
That's really bad. It's really bad in
And
the
I'm
dub.
like,
Oh
it's
my
so
god.
fucking terrible. And
I forgot to listen to the subs what it sounds like. I assume it sounds way more normal.
Yeah, I didn't think
he
to
is
check.
so fucking over the top. Oh my god.
Dude, it sounds fake as shit, but like when it started up, I'm like, I feel like is this it doesn't seem racist, but like these words feel racist. Like I feel uncomfortable.
It's so bad it feels.
It just feels like it should be offensive to somebody.
Yeah.
Like it's
I don't know
really
who.
dumb. Yeah, I don't know who. I can't point at anyone, but like someone out there is getting shit on. It's real bad.
Shouldn't have done this.
And then in the fucking Bio Broly, when he's like, the goop
I know. I
is
can't believe they
him.
bring that character back to like tie in
so
Bio
stupid.
Broly.
But the goop is like coming towards him, and he's like, I need a spell. Like he believes his own bullshit. I need a spell. Ooh, blah 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 blah. And fucking nope. You don't got a spell,
He like
bud.
chips off a chunk of dried blood.
Dude, but it's like crystallized. Yeah, it's like such a fucking. Yeah, that shit was weird. And also because
had,
oh yeah, go on.
No, yeah, you can keep going.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's weird because like the way he was describing his shit, like how he got involved, but he made it sound like he made it sound like he was working for Jaguar, which is a weird. Wasn't his name like Jaga in the sub?
I think so.
Yeah. Like, you made it sound like he was working for him. He's like, I knew Jaga would be whatever. And, like, you weren't, like, wait, what? You told us that you, like, needed money, so you were going to do this, but then you made it sound like you were working for him. I don't know. It just...
His writing is incredibly slapdash.
Yeah, it's fucking
like,
wonky.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, we do get Kid Trunks peeing on Broly.
Top tier.
The second movie.
I just like how that was like, as he thought he was gonna die, basically, but he's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's so much better. It just gets fucking yeeted or whatever.
Yeah. Pissed his pants.
It's just fucking. That's how. I
don't know why the movies are like. I love the idea of like children peeing on adults. Accident, like, because we had Gohan peeing on Krillin in Dead Zone.
Yeah, it's just classic. It's just classic.
It's just like a kind of infantile humor that's not in actual Dragon Ball, so it's weird to me.
I mean, it's kind of in there. I thought no,
like it's just not.
We get some pissing in like OG Dragon Ball, but not like
you
on
piss
people.
for distance. That's what you do.
I swear.
That's what peeing is. It's got to be a competition. Come on. Put some spirit into it.
Yeah. My only regret going to the Grand Canyon. There's too many people around. Couldn't risk it. God. So
it's weird to me that we get two movies focusing heavily on Goten and Trunks, and they never fuse in those two movies.
Dude, I was thinking about
Gotenks.
that. I was thinking about that, and I'm like, it has to just be like before Gotenks, I guess, right? That's weird. Yeah, they just don't do it.
They just don't do it.
Maybe they just don't like it. They don't like being fused. I mean, would you want to fuse with me?
No, but they're like
go.
only half characters.
No, they're not. They're full characters. Trunks is arrogant and Goten is like hungry. That's character.
True. That's true. You got me. Never mind. I retract.
Dude, Trunks hiding in the waterfall and being like, my father would not be thrilled with this. He would not be happy with me hiding. I'm like, oh man. Trunks needs to go to therapy.
Oh yeah. It'll be fine.
They ate that dinosaur.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like, dude, them punching it, I'm like, okay, that was pretty good. And then it cuts and there's a fuckload of roasted meat. And I'm like, oh, I'm home. This is Dragon Ball.
That fucking village was going to sacrifice that girl to that dinosaur.
That really shit rate dinosaur?
Just normal dinosaur.
Just normal. Maybe he breathes fire, though. We didn't get to know.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Kid Goku could have taken that dinosaur.
Dude, so. Could yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yajirobe would dice that thing up.
Yajirobe would have been eaten good for like all of 3
He would have
minutes.
eaten the whole thing. Dude, he would not share.
God,
It's like,
still
I'm
just,
very hungry. Excuse you.
still just one of the best bits.
He would put all that meat on the fire and then look to the person next to him saying, "So what are you eating?"
I mean,
What's your plan for dinner?
we
I'm
he would do that. I mean, we saw him in fucking we saw like future Yajirobe, who was like
yeah.
hiding food
Uh,
to the bitter end.
to the bitter end. That guy died. He
Yep.
got obliterated.
Everybody died.
It's true. Well, not mine. Future Trunks. Future Mai and Future Trunks. They're the only survivors of that timeline.
Oh,
and
I
the
suppose.
Omni,
I
other
suppose.
Omni King.
Because
yeah.
then because it gets put back, right, because that was the deal, like, you have to live with copies of yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
Is there
Which we never see.
like, an abridged thing for Super? Did that continue
No.
through that? No.
No, they didn't even get to the Boo arc.
Because, like, I mean...
There are like there are some clips they did for certain moments.
Oh, okay.
They did like a handful of...
I was just,
like,
all
at
I could...
least, like 3, but...
All I could think about in that moment is like, you have to live with copies of yourself. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that tracks. Well, I'm like, wait a minute. That's just like prime foursome material. I go for it. This is a rare opportunity.
Uh-huh.
What else are you supposed to do with a copy of yourself? But yeah, no, fucking...
Work on playing fighting games against yourself.
Would I be less or more upset if I beat me? Probably more, because I know what a piece of shit that guy is. Like, I know he's not good. Yeah. Yeah, that would be... Yeah.
That's the
I'd feel
curse of
worse.
of good MMR.
Yeah. I'm winning exactly 50% of my matches, and I'm not thrilled with it.
Yes.
Like,
This is the thing people have learned.
But here's the thing. It would not, like, I feel like it'd be so much worse, because for me, and like I don't claim to be like Mr. fucking MLG, but I tend to usually in anything I've played that's like online multiplayer, if I'm playing it a lot, I tend to go over 50%, you know? I'm not out here rolling like an 80% win ratio, but I'm
hearing is
I'm on the better
I
half.
get salty when I play video games.
I'm on the better side of things, and when I lose, I do fucking punch a hole in the wall, but you know. Yeah. But I feel like if I was playing against myself, just watching, like, going into my stats and seeing like 3,000 games played, win ratio 50.000, just exact, I'd be infuriated. Wouldn't know what to do with it.
I mean, that would mean you never got better, I guess.
But I'm playing against me, so I get better at the same rate as myself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cursed. Yeah. There was a shot from the second film? I guess second film.
filming.
Yeah. It had to be that one. When Goku comes back, dude, I wasn't like amazed by by anything in any of these films, but the shot of Goku, Gohan, and Goten like doing their Kamehameha, like the Kamehameha wave. I don't know why. I still sometimes say Kamehameha instead of the wave name. That shot was super cool though. Like, I was into it. I was like, this is good. Like, just the fucking family like doing their thing. That was so cool.
Family Kamehameha.
I liked it.
Video games like that one too.
Oh. I was like, I need more of this. Like, I want I want that to come
That's
back.
like the big legacy of this Broly and these movies is stuff ending up in video games. Because like then Broly becomes like, you know, the secret boss fight.
Sure.
Or, like the thing in a bunch of games.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's the one game where you get like Super Saiyan 3 Broly and
Yeah,
Super
that's-
Saiyan 3 Vegeta. His only appearance in one video game. Besides the card game that now exists that has
I was
variations
gonna
of
say the
fucking
card game
everything.
is like the excuse to
Yeah.
give everybody a thing, right?
Yeah. Now Heroes, it's just fucking literally do everything. But
Yeah.
make up new bullshit and then
Can I throughout watching these
give everyone a
films,
new form.
I learned a thing, and I guess it's one of those things where without knowing all the context, and I don't think it's ever come up in any of these podcasts. Maybe it did for like a second, but I just didn't think about it, and I've been waiting for this thing to happen because I knew it was coming. I'd seen it around, I see people talking, I read, and I'm like, when the hell are we gonna get to like we've seen like Super Saiyan, we've seen Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Blue or God or whatever. I'm like, when the hell are we getting to the SSJ shit? And then I fucking learned through watching these that is literally the same thing because it's Super Sai whatever. There's like a J
Super
word.
Saiyajin.
Yeah.
That's
So
how
it's the same
they
shit.
say
And I'm like, oh, well, I'm incredibly disappointed. I thought we had like another fucking entire wave of power-ups. This whole fucking time I've been waiting for. I'm like, when are they gonna hit fucking
very funny.
SSJ4? Like that's a whole. There's an additional letter. I'm ready.
Well, 4, that's GT. But
Yeah, that's all this shit.
But no, the
This is just what I
SSJ
knew.
is just Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I saw it. I forget how I must have clicked on it or done something. And then I saw like it says Super Saiyan, and then like in the parentheses it has a Japanese name, and I'm like, wow, okay, well that's on me, I guess. I probably was mentioned in at least one of the Wikipedia articles I've seen throughout this series, and I just didn't. I don't think it's ever come up like with us talking that I can think of. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we've already seen SSJG SSJ.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Super Saiyan Rose is still like that's the peak. Pair it with a nice Super Saiyan like side of pasta.
But yeah. I think the first Broly movie in particular to be is like, this is like the pure example of the thing, the like cultural idea of Dragon Ball Z that's not what Dragon Ball is to me at all anymore.
I could see that.
It's just like the idea of like, it's just power levels and screaming. Like that's like the representation of it, of like, if that's all you're into, that's the person who likes that movie, I guess.
Yeah.
The other two movies, I don't know who those movies are for. Honestly. I can't, even if you're like, oh, evil Broly's so cool, he's the devil. I can't, like, do you love Second Coming or fucking Bio Broly? I can't imagine.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't got an answer at all. Cause like on it, like literally the things I took away from those were like everything but Broly.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
all the other bits. But
I'm with you.
yeah, that first, like as soon as I just had never been like so let down. Cause I knew I knew of the character. Then we meet Broly, and as soon as they said it's like, oh, this is my son Broly, I'm like, oh shit. And then he's just like, meh. No. I'm being controlled by my father.
He's the perfect edgelord.
That's true. Yeah, he's the perfect blank slate for edgy preteens trying to be a Dragon Ball character or whatever.
Yeah, man.
We're all a little bit Broly.
fucking annoying teen who's like secretly just wants to like explode and be ripped.
I mean, who doesn't? Who fucking doesn't? Yeah,
The part where he's just super evil, it's just incredibly boring to me.
yeah,
It's so lame.
yeah.
He's just like, I'll blow up your planet just because I'm evil. I'm like, that's not Dragon Ball. You're not even interested in being strong, really. You're just
Yeah, him not
are
interested
strong.
him not interested in being strong or getting stronger. Like there's nothing there. Yeah, because he just is. Like he's just that. He's just
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah,
Also, I thought he was gonna be like.
I think there's
stronger?
in the. I think in the dub they don't do it, but in the Japanese it's like Piccolo calls him a freak, and
Yeah,
it's when he says I'm a true freak in the dub.
I'm a
But
true
in the original, he's like, "Freak? Am I a freak? No, I'm a demon." He says Akuma, it's like devil or demon.
That's so
okay.
dumb. I'm a
And then he starts laughing, and I'm like, Broly is the guy who laughs at his own joke. That's who he is.
Look. Broly can be your demon, but he'll never be your angle. Just fucking yeah, that's a weird one. Oh, what was I gonna?
I think also it helped, but like the original dub versions of these were like they replaced all the soundtrack with like metal songs.
Dude, yeah. There is like, so I guess there's another dub version that has like the metal in it.
Well, my video files have two English tracks, and one has the Japanese soundtrack, and one has. It's the same dub, but it's just the music is different.
I don't think mine had that. That's lame. I would have checked. Maybe I'll go back at some point and see.
Yeah.
Because that seems like it would have been like way cooler. At least a bit of metal.
Instead of them just because this movie is just
normal
reusing music from the show.
Yeah, there was nothing wild about it. I don't even think they were using like the best music from the like I never got hyped. And music is good at getting me hyped usually.
They used some of the. There's like this stinger that's like plays right before Gohan goes fucking Super Saiyan 2 in the anime, but they didn't play the insert song that comes after it, and I'm just like, fucking, why did you waste that bit on a fucking? It's like used at like a nothing moment. It's like when Broly's just beating everybody up.
Yeah,
like before Piccolo shows up or something. I'm like, why did you waste that?
God, you know what my hype music moment would be?
What?
We get to like our someday down the road if Dragon Ball ever ends, doubt, but if we get like a
incredible doubt,
a big fight, a final big fight, and when stuff is heating up, right when the music is like would fully kick in, and it kicks in and it's ba-da-da, ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-da-da, and then it just does the original. I would lose my mind. I don't know what the fuck I would do with myself. Like, I'd be
OG,
my hype would just
score.
Yeah, dude, I would lose my mind. That might be the most hype thing they could possibly do for me. Like, oh my god, it would just be so good. The payoff of watching, like, by the time this would happen, I assume like over 10,000 hours of Dragon Ball. That's the payoff.
I think in like the Dragon Ball MMO,
there was a fucking MMO.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Online. It
is this past tense
like,
or is it still going?
No, it doesn't exist anymore. You can't play it.
Damn.
The Xenoverse games kind of picked up story stuff from it.
Okay.
But in that there's the idea of Goku and Vegeta have their final battle out in space, and then people like see it like years later as the the like supernova travels, like light eventually reaches people.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty fucking cool concept, honestly.
Yeah. I haven't. I don't know how it if they animated it at all. I've just heard that that's a thing in that game. That was a thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a really cool concept.
Yeah.
Man, imagine if they did a bit with that in like the anime or even the manga or whatever, something where like Goku's in space kicking someone's ass and then teleports to Earth and watches himself kick their ass. Like that would be so good. That'd be a great bit. Oh. It could even be Broly's ass.
Yeah. And here's my big thing: if someone likes Broly, like I mean, before they made Broly good, it was like, but you know who's actually good? Fucking Goku. You have Goku right there. You know who rules? Goku. Goku's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
You don't
man.
need like making like musclier, not Goku. He's not better than Goku, okay? He's just not. Never gonna be. That's why Goku fucking punches him and he explodes.
Yeah. So I was gonna say I got totally distracted. I thought Broly would be like stronger. Like
Sure.
well, when was I reading? Because I had read like the strongest fictional characters or whatever, and
Yeah.
I think whatever list had put Broly at like near the top or something, in whatever context the list was in, and I was like, okay, like because I know Dragon Ball's about like who's the like strongest, the power levels and shit. I'm like, he's the strongest. That might have been in like 2000. It could have. I mean, it would have been like between 2011 and 2014.
Even that first movie, he gets beat by getting punched by Goku.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
he's
So
not
I'm
like out of this.
and I'm like, all of the shit we've seen, like he's just kind of shit though. Like he's not. I thought for sure. And because
Like Goku fucking gave up against Cell. He didn't give up against Broly.
yeah, like I thought for sure they were gonna have to do like, I don't know, like an evil containment wave sort of thing, like a non defeat
Yeah.
to get rid of him. And it's like fucking nope. Goku just punched a hole in his chest,
And he exploded.
yeah. Like that seems like pretty cut and dry to me.
And then he wound up on Earth somehow.
Dude,
because
right, fucking
reasons.
literally somehow Broly survived. Somehow Broly came back. I was losing my
Like
mind.
at least in Bio Broly, he did die
Yeah.
at the end of the last movie. But between fucking the first Broly movie and Second Coming, he's just like somehow he's on Earth.
Somehow Broly returned. Right.
I mean, it's just like how somehow Piccolo got to that planet.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just Piccolo does shit though. Like whatever.
Yeah.
That guy hears
Piccolo, he had
everything.
his spaceship. His Piccolo's rocket, you know. The thing Piccolo has.
Piccolo can do anything, and I'm like, yeah, that checks out. As long as you're doing shit. As long as you're not being so
Sure.
self-depreciating.
As long as he's
like,
there to cover for Gohan.
Yeah. I mean, watching him in Super, just a bit. It's a bit rough. You feel bad for the guy. He used to be the strongest. He was like the big bad at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And now half of his lines in Super have been "even me, huh?" Like just useless.
Gotta fucking fill holes in Bulma's front yard with Krillin.
He's a babysitter.
And
then
then
even
they have
that-
to like justify with like it's like training.
And he's like, "This actually is, it's working my back pretty good." Like, it actually does stuff for him.
Yeah. No. But Piccolo taking care of Pan is actually like the best thing.
But then they make you feel bad because he's like, yeah, I'm one of the only people she doesn't cry with. And then Goku's just like bouncing her and she's fine.
Look,
I'm like, oh
look,
no.
it's Goku, okay?
I know, but then he just
Everybody
walks
loves
away. But then he just fucking walks away and I'm like, no. Piccolo, no.
He comes back.
He
doesn't
no,
walk
because
that
he's a fucking big boy, but like still you feel bad for him.
It's true. His heart shattered. But luckily he can regrow organs. So it's fine.
Oh my god.
His heart like just liquefies, but then he's like okay, it's back.
Man. Yeah, it's. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I just fucking remembered at the end of this at the end of the second Broly movie. That was the other bit I was gonna mention, where Videl is fucking chasing around Gohan, and like now that we have the Saiyan sub Dom relationship context, like that's fucking incredible. First off, but then Goten being like, "I feel sorry for my big brother," and Trunks is like, "Ah." They're having a good time. I'm like, Trunks, you're. Who's telling you this shit? Are you?
I mean, he sees his parents.
Yeah, I suppose
He knows.
I guess. Yeah, I guess he would have that. And Goten's just looking at fucking Goku and Chi-Chi, except Goku's like dead throughout most of this,
Yeah,
all of this. So
yeah,
he's
Goku's
had,
been
I
dead
guess,
most of
yeah,
his
I guess
life, so he hasn't
Goten like
experienced
doesn't,
much
yeah,
of
he doesn't know fucking Goku for any of this.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that was a thing. Goku fucking comes back. He's like, "Holy shit, it's my son."
My son, I have never met.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but you take it, I guess.
Goku, not around for the birth of his son, or his son's entire childhood up to a point.
I mean, he was dead.
He could have called. He had the power.
Could have called. Yeah, that's true. He did have the
He
ability
could
to
have
check
watched his son been born.
in. He was fucking training though. You don't even
It's true.
you don't know his struggles.
Just wasn't important to him.
I mean, like, what's there to
He'll be
fucking
fine.
watch? The kid's a Saiyan. Like, he's gonna be all right.
Yeah. He knew it'd be okay. Innocent and also selfish.
Yeah, I mean, he's not Goku's not a family man. Maybe a bit more so with Pan, but it's not like he's fucking hanging out every day.
No, he's a cool grandpa who's only around sometimes.
I mean,
It
as long
adds
as
to his power
I was good.
by not being around all the time.
Fucking Goku only shows up when he's hungry or has power to be gained. Unbelievable.
True. At least with like super like filling out timeline stuff constantly, like these characters interact with Goku more.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you take the end of Boo to the end of Z as just that, it's like Goku hasn't spoken to any of his friends in years.
Yeah.
He's just like he's just a ghost because like he had other stuff going on.
Yeah, that was I mean, that's even within Z, because there's however many time jumps, not huge ones always, but I'm like, you guys don't just like stay in touch, like fucking. I mean, some of them do, but like
the start of Z, like fucking, none of them knew Goku had a son.
yeah. I mean, the fucking great payoff is that no one knew he had a son, and then later you find out he's never kissed. That still fucking kills me. It just destroys me.
What are you doing
I need to
with your
go.
mouth?
I need to go watch that fucking scene again just to see Vegeta being incredulous at the whole thing. It's just
You
too
have a
good.
wife and 2 kids. What do you mean you don't know what Kiss is?
It's so good, dude.
What does that have to do with it?
It's fucking incredible. Oh, man.
Goku's great. Fuck Broly for hating him. Because he cried. He cried. He kept Broly up all night.
Yeah, that was just such a
in
weird...
the nursery.
Just such a weird fucking
Before
thing.
he was stabbed.
Yeah.
Thrown out with the garbage.
I can't believe Goku was born with a power level of 2.
Yeah, man.
Just...
That's not canon, but yes.
Oh, it's canon. It's all canon. Everything is canon at once, even when it conflicts. That's the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can
Man,
tell I'm
you're-
a Star Wars
you're
fan,
a hard
right?
time squaring this Broly movie with the other one.
No, I'll figure it out. There's always a way. It's all just... We've already had timelines introduced, man. It's all just timeline shit.
Oh, sure. I mean, yeah, that's the easy way. You just say it's a different timeline. That's basically how the movies work. They're basically a different timeline.
I mean, I was... At some point, I have a plan. Speaking of timelines, I have a plan for Dragon Ball. Because I realized we've kind of taken the... I guess, like, streamlined, not in a bad way, like the modern streamlined version, right? We start with OG Dragon Ball, then we went to Kai, and we went to Super, and we're doing some of the Z movies, but that's because, like, they're, it's a different thing, they're films, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I'm gonna rewatch this shit, and especially with, like, Z or Kai or whatever, like, I'll be delighted to just have it on in the background. As filler, so I can pay attention as I want. But what if, like, on my next go through, I rewatch Dragon Ball, and then I take, like, the OG route, and I go Z into GT. I think I might do that.
See, the thing, if you want the OG route, you start with Z on the Ocean dub, and then you figure out the spots where you have to start over again and rewatch all those episodes before you can move on.
That's a bit much. That's like a thing I would do.
You need to know the pain of Goku's about to fight Burter and Raditz, or Burter and Jace, and then we go back to Raditz the next episode. Start over. Like, Goku's just arrived on Namek. Back to square one.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want the TV experience.
Multiple times. The true OG Dragon Ball Z experience is all I'm saying.
That'd be cursed. That's too much.
It wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ugh. Yeah. I mean, I guess if someone shut the front door so hard that my door opened. I guess if I do it, I could do it someday. If it's on in the background, it won't be too bad. Like, it's not like I'm going to be glued to my TV. Not that I have a TV anymore. Yeah, I was thinking about that. And that's, at this point, I barely got time to do anything, so.
Yeah. But no, like, watching actual regular Z at some point, that's for sure worth doing.
Yeah. Then maybe, like, I'll branch out and try the abridged at some point.
Hell yeah. It gets good at the end.
Yeah, I remember you
they get
mentioning
much
it.
better.
It kind of like, it's kind of early, and then, ramps up.
And there's some jokes that didn't age well.
Well, I mean,
there's some of that too.
I would like to remind you about a little.
They've been doing like two of the main guys who did it are like doing like commentaries on the episodes. They've been going 2 episodes at a time, and now they're doing like 1 episode video for the rest because they're up to like episode 19 of what they made.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been fun.
Just them being
so
like, ooh,
yes,
ooh. Look, I was part of a little
I mean,
production called...
there's not as much of that. There is definitely that, but also it's like explaining stuff or what they were thinking about and whatever. I don't know.
Look, I did Spaghetti Cast. I know about aging poorly, dude. That shit is... That is never coming back out. That shit's fucking bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's I just saw a quote and I've forgotten it, but it was pretty good. I can paraphrase it good enough. Maybe you know it's from Maya Angelou, and it's like work with what you have until you know better, and when you know better, do better. And, you know, it's what you do. Now I know better.
Yeah, it's my Angelou quote. Fucking weebs. Am I right?
Damn weebs.
Anime was a mistake.
I mean, you know that my quote also applies to like Broly, I guess. If the new movie is good, work with what you have until you know better, and when you know better, do better. And they did it, apparently.
Well, they let Toriyama write the new one.
I mean, they knew better. They realized that we should just let him write it. Look what happened.
It's like, maybe if we actually involve Toriyama in this stuff, it'll be better. Turns out
they were on to something.
That seems to be working out from my perspective. Not everyone agrees, but
those people are wrong. Dude,
there are GT defenders out there.
I looked... I forget why.
I think maybe you'd like GT. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I know I don't like it.
I think I would probably tolerate it. I don't know. I'm sure it has its bits. It has to have something. But
sure. I mean, I've stared at it, going like, how do I get nothing out of this.
Yeah.
It's still kind of Dragon Ball. Like, how do I get nothing? I love Dragon Ball.
I checked out the Dragon Ball subreddit because I'm like, I'm deep enough. I don't think, and I didn't get spoiled. I mean, there's too many fucking names. I can't tell when people... They could be talking about shit that's happening in the ongoing manga. They could be talking about shit from the last arc of Super. They could be talking about GT. I don't know. Or stuff from Z that I don't know.
Or from the video... Or like plot from video games.
Yeah. People are just tossing out fucking names, and I don't know a single damn
heroes.
Yeah. But I did click on a thing. People still... Like... Man, people care about who can beat who.
Oh my
and
God.
It's just fucking lame. Like,
dude, it's the worst.
People, there was a thread, and it was like, I mean, just kind of dumping on like the usual, like, because right, like any fandom, new people enter, they ask the same questions that have been asked 1,000 times because they don't know. And people were like complaining about this, and I mean, just, you know, like any subreddit does, and they're like, man, I can't believe, like, I understand that you're new, but first off, you could like search this topic in the subreddit, and second off, like, why do you have to ask about so-and-so beating so-and-so when it's so clear that blah blah blah? And I'm like, wow, we're still doing this? We're still doing this?
Oh no.
It's just, I didn't know it was like an ongoing thing. Like, so much, like, it was so many people.
Yep.
And I'm like, this isn't what it is, though. I don't know.
It is for some people.
I guess those people are sad, honestly. Like, if you're watching, I think, okay, you know what? Who can beat who? I can see the fun in doing that. I think I could I could have a fun discussion about it with like you or other friends who
Yeah.
watch Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna fucking go online and like have a debate about it. That's
The
stupid.
objective
Yeah.
truth of who would win.
But I even think that is more tolerable than like the concept, because people are also complaining about this. The concept of trying to determine like hard power levels for people. Like,
Oh yeah,
that
the hard
sounds
numbers.
that sounds miserable, especially because like
They're even because like even the like Daizenshu, the like books of like Dragon Ball fact information, like they like would assign numbers to characters.
oh no.
There's like parts of supplemental material stuff that leaned into that, and it's so ludicrous to me because the whole point of the numbers thing is that the characters, the villains who care about the numbers, are always fucking idiots and wrong.
That's what
And they get shown up immediately. That's
So-
why scouters are always exploding.
that's why I did not that's why. I saw
It's like
I s-
in the material, this is dumb.
yeah, I did see that.
Not like subtext.
I saw that comment a handful of times.
Yeah.
Like people talking about like the other people in the subreddit who do it. They're like, you guys are missing the point of power levels.
Yes. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna engage in that conversation at all.
No.
But
I mean, there was
I've
some
seen-
other-
I have my own
Your own what?
fucking take because I've seen it so many times. So of course,
Oh yeah.
I'm infected. You know. But they're just stories. They're stories about characters.
yeah.
Fucking enjoy them. Goku's
Well,
the best.
There's stories about characters and a soulless husk called Broly.
I don't really count the movies.
But if you don't count the
It's
movies,
stuff that like Toriyama wasn't involved with.
dude,
Is mostly
This-
like
the
an
movies
easy
are
cut
telling-
off to me.
the movies are telling
Just-
the best
but-
stories. People pissing on people is the best story, dude.
And like, but like, you know, there's plenty of Dragon Ball material I'm sure has nothing to do with Toriyama that's good. It just
Yeah.
weirdly lines up that like the stuff that he's the least involved with, I think, is the weakest. And whenever they like promote that he was more involved, I feel like it was better.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing because
But it's more about like when does the stuff actually have the spirit of Dragon Ball instead of like falling into the traps of like what people think Dragon Ball should be, or just like, I don't know, power ups that don't mean anything.
If I remember right, he was doing all of Z, right?
Well, so like for original Dragon Ball through the end of Z, that's all based off the manga.
Sure.
So like
that-
filler
that's all
episodes,
him.
you could say are not him,
Yeah,
but
but,
Kai
like, the
basically is like the whole idea of Kai is cutting out stuff that is not based off stuff from the manga.
But like,
so
I-
really, he was just making this comic every fucking week for years.
Yeah.
He wasn't like didn't have the time to be that involved in on the other side of things.
But I
But
just
when
wanna
GT happened, that's just the animation studio that had been making Dragon Ball doing their own thing.
I just want to see if I remember right, because
Yeah.
he ended up because he started doing like the Journey to the West thing, right? Like that whole deal, and then he started leaning more into the fights because that's what people were interested in, right? Like he was sort of following that thread.
Yeah, part of it was the popularity of like stuff like Fist of the North Star, I think was part of why he went that way. Because again, like his history was he had a previous manga he had done, Dr. Slump, that was very successful, and that was just comedy.
So I forget why. Well, what I'm getting at is the
Sure.
Great Saiyaman shit and like that whole arc and how that was like notably better than the shit that came before it. I forget what caused that to exist? Like he just wanted to fucking go back and do like silly stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of the Cell arc, was driven by his editors, like telling him like, because he like originally he was just gonna have Jiro, like androids 19 and 20, be the villains, and his editors were like, you can't have your Dragon Ball villains. That's kind of like Dragon Ball being bigger than him. So then he had then he invented 17 and 18 and 16, and then they're like, they're just some kids. And then like Cell has to get prettier before he's like, his editors are satisfied.
Yeah, I see.
Until he's like the generic Dragon Ball villain, aka like more like Frieza.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the start of the post Cell stuff is more him going back to like fucking nonsense.
Right. No, but I mean, I don't know that you've tainted me too much in like coloring my opinions, because like that shit also leapt out to me, right?
Yeah.
Like I fucking like, yeah, Super is great. Like nothing has even come close to touching like OG Dragon Ball. Like that shit's locked in.
Well, I think that's what it is. It's that I started you with OG Dragon Ball. That's where the taint is. That's the good shit. And once you've had that, whereas like the majority of like Western, especially Dragon Ball fandom, starts with Z, and like that's their in.
But see,
so they have a different idea about what the show is and what it should be, or what the series is, or what they're interested in it.
I mean, on top of that, it has to be that not only did they start with that, but they started when they were like young, and like stuck to that.
That's
like,
what they have nostalgia for.
Yeah, because I think if we started this whole journey with that, like, I don't think I would have taken to it as well. Like that first arc was incredible, but then it just slows down so much. Yeah, I feel like we would have done the same thing. Like we would have gotten to fucking Gohan in high school, and I would have been like, this is fucking incredible. Is there just a show of this? Like this sort of shit? And you would have been like, I have good news. we just have to go back in time.
Well, which is kind of what happened.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of, they started airing the Boost stuff, and then they started airing original Dragon Ball on Cartoon Network also.
Yeah.
Like, at the same time. Like, so, and like, I was in high school, and like, that shit just hit me, and that's like, that's when my, like, Dragon Ball fandom, like, solidified. Because, like, before that, all I'd known is Z, and, like, I had liked it, I had fell out of love with it, because of watching some random episode of Namek somewhere, and going, like, this is the most boring fucking show in the world. It's just fucking Krillin and bowl cut Gohan looking at a pit of water where a fight happened and talking, and that's it. And there's no jokes. It seems like super humorless. That like I have this memory of like just watching that one episode of the Namek saga out of context, and like the kids were watching it in Japanese too, and it was just like I felt so disconnected from it in that moment.
Yeah, dude,
that was my low point with a Dragon Ball fandom. And then
is there any episode of
saved it for me?
Is there any episode of OG Dragon Ball where you could like turn it on and just be like, nah, this is lame? I feel like I could turn on, just shuffle that shit and be like, yeah, I'll watch this episode. I don't need the context.
Original Dragon Ball, yeah, any episode of original Dragon Ball is good.
Even my fucking weak point with that, I forget the dude's name at this point. The ninja, the 3-episode bit, yeah, that like frustrated the shit out of me. I think seeing that randomly would be better. Like just getting one random, like, yeah, I could do this. This is fun.
Yeah. There's a problem with Z and like particularly like the Frieza fight it's like endless episodes of kind of nothing happening.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Just too many.
Um,
We're like the Boo Saga. You give me any random episode of the Boo Saga, I'm happy. Also,
yeah.
personally,
Man. You know you're gonna have a good day if you shuffle up the Boo Saga and you hit play and you get fucking Gumball Vegito.
Hell yeah.
Like, that shit is, I still have some screenshots of that on my computer. That shit's just incredible.
The strongest piece of candy in the world.
Fucking little ball hovering in midair talking about like how jacked he is. It's just so good.
You can tell he's like fucking doing warm-up punches. It's just a ball
Yeah, the
like
ball's,
going
like,
back and forth.
moving a little bit. Oh my god. Just an incredible bit. It's definitely one of the top like losing my mind moments of the series.
Yeah.
And
And I think like and the Boo arc is by far the least popular arc of Z.
which is fucking ridiculous.
generally.
Those people are dumb. Swinging back to Super.
Sure.
Where are we going? Where are we going from here?
We've got a bunch of filler episodes and then prep for the Tournament of Power
Yeah.
that's been teased.
Because we ended on 67.
Yeah. I forget the episode number we're going to. But it's literally gonna be like 28 episodes, I think it was.
Who
if I
fucking-
remember correctly.
Who wrote this article? Is this word necessary? Who the fuck used the word how the hell is this pronounced? Bifurcated? Who used the word bifurcated in the fucking Dragon Ball wiki? That's such a specific word.
Bifurcated is a perfectly cromulent word.
Bifurcate, divide into two branches or forks. Like that's too much. I didn't need the bifurcated merge Zamasu. It's I wasn't expecting that fucking word.
It's because he was bifurcated with
Get
the sword
fuck
through
outta
his
here.
dick.
Some fucking. I could just imagine the weeb pushing up his glasses as he uses the biggest word in his vocabulary to write this article about Zamasu. Anyway,
Bifurcated is a normal word. You're being
it's not a
weird about
normal
this.
word. I've never seen it in my life. Where have you seen the word bifurcate?
Read a book.
Don't even fucking start with me. Read a book. What?
I don't know.
in what
Bifurcated is
con-
perfectly. That's a.
When have
again.
you seen?
I don't have the
I
instances off the top of my
I
head, but I've
read
definitely heard
there's-
it before.
You probably
plenty
read
of
it in this
times.
article. It just seems like it's no. If I don't know the word, it's too big of a word. Okay.
I mean, that's one way to live.
Anyway, look, it's more of a bit. I don't care. It's just it was an unexpected bifurcation. All right. Anyway,
I can't.
so
I don't know if we're
looks like-
stopping with episode 95 or 96. I think we're watching through 96.
Okay, because we have through 76 is according to Wikipedia, 76 is the end of the Future Trunks saga.
Yeah.
Is that just like wrap up stuff? I guess.
Yeah, there's filler. There's fucking Arales in those episodes, I think.
God bless.
Penguin Village shit.
God
go.
fucking bless. Okay, then 80.
Greatest episode of Super.
90.
We're gonna play baseball.
Wait, where the hell is? There's not like an episode total list. How many total episodes are there?
Of Super?
Yeah, because if we're stopping, I'm just trying to figure out.
Super is 131.
131. Yeah. So 96. Okay. So we're like shooting right in the middle, kind of.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I think the way to handle the tournament power is just to do all of it. Like the way you would do the dynamic. We did the dynamic stuff.
Just fucking send it.
Frieza saga. Yeah.
There
was like a halfway point where we could split it, but nah, let's just.
When am I watching the new Broly movie?
After that.
Oh, that's so long.
Again, it takes place after the end of.
It's so
Super.
long. And then what are we doing after
the other new movie?
Yeah, is that one
this year?
I was gonna say, is that out like dubbed?
Or yeah, it's out in December.
Okay. I mean, I'll be fucking ready. Oh. I'll have to fucking plan. If I'm going to America in the next couple of weeks, I'll have to fucking plan that shit. Just like the good old days.
Well, or you just watch on your vacation and we talk about when you get back, I guess.
I'll bring my setup to a fucking coffee shop. I'll just yell loud enough so that you can't hear the background noise.
I just gotta talk about Pan.
I need everyone to shut the fuck up. I'm talking Dragon Ball. They'll understand.
Very important Piccolo thoughts.
Man, I can't get fucking over getting Piccolo baited by Krillin. It's just such a fucking ridiculous thing.
Yeah, Krillin in Piccolo's gear. Ridiculous.
Yeah, him just in the full fucking setup.
Wild.
No reason. Except he wanted to do it. Like, it's incredible.
Well, and the movie's like extremely like picking on Krillin.
Yeah, well, I mean, you should be less Charlie Brown.
I mean, I wish they treated him more like Charlie Brown. He's not getting the football pulled from him. He doesn't even have hope, really.
He doesn't even have like the attempt.
I don't feel like it. I don't know. I didn't get to sing karaoke.
Look, he's doing better than Yamcha.
It's true. There was in Dragon Ball's abridged at one point. There's like, why do you guys pick on Krillin so much? The answer, because Yamcha isn't around enough.
I mean, yeah, that fucking tracks.
Oh, we're gonna get the best Yamcha episode, Ben.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's so good. It's also the best episode of Super in my opinion. So.
Okay. I mean, I'm right. I've been kind of stoked.
It's the baseball game. They play baseball.
Hell yeah.
It's everything I want out of Super.
I mean, I've been ready. I've been like raring to go for more of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this was unfortunate. It was like, for historical context.
It's not, I wouldn't call it unfortunate, because like we were going to watch this shit anyway. And,
yeah. I just mean in terms of like not being able to dive into a great batch of Super right away.
Yeah, but you know, like it makes it hit harder, you know?
Yeah. Build up the hype.
I mean, that's literally what's been happening. Until I'm doing, you know, you gotta make me watch Broly shit until I'm like literally in my chair fucking vibrating from the need to.
You have to see original Broly so that you can appreciate lesbian Broly.
Oh fuck yeah! You couldn't have said a combination of words that got me more hyped. Man, oh now I'm so fucking ready. I was gonna go to the gym today, but maybe I skip it. Maybe I just watch fucking Dragon Ball Super.
That stuff it gets introduced, I think, at the end of what we're watching for next time, near the end.
Of what we're watching. Oh, so like but the current stuff. I mean,
I'll
see you fucking tomorrow, bud. How many episodes? We're doing 70. No, we're doing 68 to 96. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm down for
Yeah.
whatever. You know me.
Yeah, 28 episodes.
Gotcha. I mean,
That's a podcast.
Yeah, man.
Broly has
Kinda
better
sucks.
things ahead of him.
Thank God.
SoulCirclePodcast@gmail.com. SoulCirclePod on Twitter. That's SoulCircle. Whatever, I've lost my train of thought. I'm at Conk Panels.
You're a freak.
No. A devil.